Listen, before you watch this video, I need you to like and subscribe, man. The goal is to get as many college coaches to this platform as possible to get these kids scholarships. So in order to do that, I need you to like and subscribe to this video and even share it.
Good morning.
What's happening, boy?
Where you at? You ain't at the crib.
I'm gonna get on a plane, man.
Oh. I'm like,
It's live.
where he at? Listen, he ain't on the
It's
porch. He ain't on the porch
hey,
this morning.
it's
Oh,
live. It's
okay.
live. Yeah, it's live here. We're finna fly out, baby.
Okay. What time your flight?
Yeah, at 8:10.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
look, perfect timing.
yep, yep, yep.
Perfect timing, man. Oh man, so we got four different topics? Yeah, four different topics. So we got Angel Reese, Magic Johnson. They launched a financial literacy program in Baltimore for high school seniors. Then WNBA, you know what I'm saying? We gonna talk about that, man. I think I'm gonna turn up on that topic. I'm so tired of that mess, man. Then Rashad McCant talking about he could have scored 80 like Kobe. He's just talking out the side of his neck. And then live period, of course. Everybody going to live period. You got your son there. You got the girls this weekend. So we can get straight into it, man. What's your thoughts on Angel Reese, Magic Johnson building the financial literacy program?
I like
Yeah.
it. I like it. I like it. I mean, especially up in Baltimore. You know, they need that up there. You know, it's people don't understand Baltimore for real, baby.
Yeah.
There's some places up there, man. You get your hat brought to you. So kids need that kind of stuff, man. They need to learn how to expand and make money move and all those things like that, and not have to just be in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So you start there. I think they'll start there, and I think they'll try to start venturing out to different cities that need that. I really do. Yep.
Yeah. Do you think that it should be incorporated in schools though? Like already, like public schools? Like I don't feel like it should. I feel like it just should be an automatic subject that you should take. You know what I'm saying? Like
We
I feel
have
like
it.
this be a required course.
We have it in Mansfield ISD. They got financial literacy classes in
Oh, for
Mansfield
real?
ISD. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Starting junior high.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. So that's an extracurricular
Oh,
class.
it's like
Yep.
it's extracurricular, so you don't have to take it.
Now you don't have to take it, but a lot of kids take it. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? Because
Okay.
yeah, to learn about money and how money move and how money works. So yeah, no, that's a course.
I think they should start teaching it, I think they should add it to school by at least sixth grade. You should be learning how to manage your finances by sixth grade.
You said
Like
Yeah.
financial
you
literacy.
said about sixth grade?
Yeah. Like that. You talk about high schoolers, man. I know some adults that don't know nothing about financial literacy at all. Don't know how
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
manage money, don't know how to budget, don't know, hey, just because I made this money don't mean I have to spend this money. Like they don't know none of that. Like so I think you should be teaching it at least in the sixth grade for sure.
Yeah.
And all the way until you graduate. Like that should be like
Mhm.
a thing. Like, oh, you failed, you can't move on.
Wait, you said
Mhm.
if you fail
If
what?
you fail this class, you can't
Huh?
move on. I think
But
that's more important.
So
I
you
how
think
would you
that's
know
more
if you
important.
passed the class or not?
Say that again.
How would you know if you passed the class or not? Because you learning different things. You always can learn something new. You know what I'm saying? So how would you know if you pass the class or not? Because you're not gonna learn financial literacy just in that one year of taking it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but it
You
could be
always gonna.
You
it
set
could
it
be
up like
different.
a class.
Yeah, it could be different curriculums for different grades.
Mm,
Yeah.
So they would have to make a curriculum for it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you say you want to start in sixth grade, it's a sixth grade curriculum where you got to pass. It's
mm,
a seventh grade curriculum where you got to pass. Eighth grade curriculum, like just almost just like math. You know,
mm,
math goes
Right.
into different stages where you finally get the algebra, then you get the geometry, then you get the trig, and then you get the stats, and then you got to pass those different curriculums.
mm.
So they could come up with a curriculum like that, but I don't know. I don't know if the state of Texas would ever pass something like that. As
Right.
far as you know, integrating that into a school system because that's more money they're going to have to pay out for teachers to teach that.
But then you got to think they don't. You know me. They probably don't want you to learn it because you got to
Yeah.
think if kids left high school learning that, the world would
Mm-hmm.
be totally different.
Yep.
Be totally
Yep.
different.
In a good way or a bad way?
In a good
Oh, okay,
way,
okay,
a
okay, okay,
way good
okay.
way. If
Yeah.
I'm at the top and I'm controlling everything, I'm not about to teach you I'm not about to teach you financial literacy
Mm-hmm.
because I know the dumber you are, the more money I make off of you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But like Z saying, it's
Yeah.
like like sixth grade, it could be basic, like basic.
Mm-hmm.
Count, hey, you
Yeah.
made $10, but but this costs $8. How much money do you really have? I have $2.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You get to high school, it's more like group economics. You know what I'm saying? Like,
mm-hmm.
how do you pool your resources? Like, think about it. If you would have left your senior year and you knew what group economics is, like, how do I pool my resources? Z, you bring your resources, I bring my resources. Ed, you bring your resources. We come together, we make something big. The
Mm-hmm.
average person, especially our people, don't know nothing about that. Like we always say, we don't know how to work together, but we was never taught group economics. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
you know what they say, like the Chinese people money stay in their community for like 2 months maybe, and then the Asian people stay in there for like this month. But then you go to black people, our money stay in our community for like what 8 hours, not even that. So it's like
Yeah.
when you talk
I
about
said
group economics, is way is you know. But I
that'd
say
be
we should
it'd
be
be
teaching.
it'd be hard for them to get that financial literacy going because economics is a class. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That's a high school course that kids have to take.
But they don't
You
even
know what I'm
really
saying?
teach you financial type stuff in that class like that. Cause I took that
They
class.
they they supposed to.
Yeah.
Nah, they. If you get the right teacher,
Yeah.
I had a coach who taught us somewhat financial literacy.
Yeah.
Like he was the group, not group A. He was the economic teacher. He taught us like all the other stuff, but at the end of the day, he taught us a little bit about money. Not like a lot,
Yeah.
but he taught us a little bit. Yeah.
Talking about
Yeah.
to the degree of what he know for the most part, like
Yeah.
the
Well,
knowledge that he
not
know.
just it wasn't in the school curriculum. It was him telling you, hey, like basically what I said, hey, if you made this much money and you have to pay this much stuff, this how much money you really have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it wasn't part of the school
Got
curriculum. The economics, the school was trying to teach us more government based, like
it.
the
Mm-hmm.
branch systems and the digestive system and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
he was like, nah, you also got to learn about a little how the world works and how money works too.
I had
Mm-hmm.
I had a great economics teacher as well. She did the same thing in high school as far as showing us, as far as we had a job and we got a check paid weekly and you got an apartment and you got gas and water and lights and she broke it down, boy. Well, so it made our eyes big like, dang, man, we got to make, you got to make enough money to pay all these bills
Mm-hmm.
because, you at home with mom and them, they ain't talking about that. They
Yeah.
ain't talking about what you all, all they do is say to you, you're going to be grown one day. You're going to see,
Yeah.
they say stuff like that. But not to break it down to where a teacher would say, okay, you get your check weekly. If you get paid weekly, you get paid bi-weekly. And then you got these bills that come at the end of the month. And you just out here splurging. You just out here
Yeah.
spending money. You just going to eat every day.
Yeah.
At the end of the month, you ain't gonna have enough money to pay for your
Right.
bills. You know what I'm saying? That's so I got that at an early age at City Hill, and I appreciated it too because I was woke. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't dumb to it like what Trey saying. A lot of these kids walking in the blind villa. They just they just get a. Oh man, I got paid. Man, I got paid. I got my check, and they just go wham. They just go blow it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I realize if they are living on their own or have a roommate, if you got a roommate, you still got bills and responsibilities to pay. You know what I'm saying? So I think on that point, sometimes I don't think they want us to know all that. Like Trey
Yeah.
said, I don't think that's too much knowledge to be given kids, and I'm gonna say black kids. I'm gonna say black kids. Because financial part, I think we don't talk enough about that with our kids. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
As far as as our culture, as our culture.
They say we like when it come to us, we scared to talk about money. We scared to talk about like how the money gonna work. But I will also say you need to teach kids accounting too. Like before
Mm-hmm.
they leave, they need to at least have 2 years of accounting. Like when I got into like business, when I first started, it was like a hustle. You
Yeah.
Yeah,
trying to get some money. Oh, hey, come here, come train, come train, come train. Then I got with a guy. He told me, he said, if you want to be rich, if you want to make money, you got to understand how money works, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then he started teaching me a lot
Destination
of
boarding
stuff.
call for
This
Southwest Flight
I'm a grown man
102,
at this time, but
servicing to San
he also
Jose,
teaching me
continuing on to San
Hey,
Diego.
mute your
oh,
Out of gate
phone.
number
Say real
9,
quick.
if you are
All right,
a
all right.
passenger, please make your way to gate number 9 at this time for boarding.
like he taught me like different stuff. You know, kids get into like people try to get into business. A lot of people don't even know like our culture. We get into business like overhead and how much. Like if I'm running a training session
Mm-hmm.
and my gym fee is $50, how much is I'm charge? How much am I charging one person? You know,
Mm-hmm.
and he taught me this. He was like, you really want to make money, you have to charge that one person that gym fee, and
Mm-hmm.
then anything else is how you know. Then you paying people and like little stuff like that, and I didn't know. Or he'll talk about the expensive side, or he'd be like, I was in a situation where a guy was trying to make more money off of me, and I
Mm-hmm.
called him up. I'm like, hey, what do you think about this? And he broke all the numbers down, and he broke it down. He was like, Trey, if you did that and you agreed to that, you'll be making $1. And I'm like, damn, how did you do that? He's like, I'm gonna walk it through you one more. I'm gonna walk it through you, through it to you one more time. Pay attention. And he breaking it down. I'm like, dang. But then after that conversation, the way I look at numbers and the way I look at stuff is totally different. But the
Mm-hmm.
average eye doesn't see that because they don't teach us that. You know, like it's
Mm-hmm.
that stuff, that business stuff is real. Like it's really real. Like it's real.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. But let me see. Z, you got something you want to talk? Finish.
No, I'm agree. I'm
Oh,
agreeing with Trey. I'm agreeing.
okay. Okay.
That's one. Yeah, I'm just agreeing with him. Yeah.
Okay. Got you. Got you. Man, so we're gonna switch topic, man. Talk about this WNBA, bro. What needs to happen to fix these getting waived, getting cut? Like, bro, I'm to be honest, bro, I'm just tired of seeing it, bro. Like, we keeping these older ladies in the game, which you know what I'm saying, respect due to them. They paid the way, they did their thing. But bro, like in order for it to grow, like we got pretty girls that can hoop trying to come into the league that's marketable that they don't want to keep in the league. So I'm confused on what's the issue? Like y'all talk about all this money that y'all get, but y'all can't pay nobody. So what is it? It's only like 4 or 5 teams that's really bringing in money, anyways. If you want to be honest, it's 13 teams. What is 13 teams in the league? And only 5 bringing in. So what the other eight doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you need those girls on your team to bring in value, bring in money, bring in product, like sell merch. Like these girls got a great fan base. Like it's crazy. Haley Jones just got cut. Yo baby got cut. Like
Yeah.
I'm confused. I'm scared to see
Yeah.
for Wally them get to the league. Hell, it ain't no point of having no WNBA draft, bro, if they not gonna keep the players. That's just
Yeah.
my point. Like there's no point of doing all this hoopla, creating the commercials, and you know you're not gonna keep these players. Like you know you're not gonna keep these players. Deja Kelly, one of the most marketable players in the draft. One of the most marketable players in the draft. And she came out in hoops. And she get cut. You gotta make it make sense to me. Like, I feel like the WNBA gonna go, like, I feel like they gonna have like a down period to where they gonna need to make some changes. And I was talking to one person, they was like, they need to do a whole like revamp through the commissioner, through all that. Like, because it don't make sense to me. 13 teams, only 5 bringing in money, and these other teams is yeah. You cut the people that's marketable.
I just truly believe the politics inside of the WNBA is at an all-time high, and it's not really how good you are no more. It's a lot of fan base behind it. So a girl that might not be as good as girls that's in the league or trying to get in the league, but she got a big fan base. They're gonna go with that kid because it's marketable. It's marketable for them to be on that team and to make that team some money, bringing the fan base in. So a lot of this stuff ain't even about how good you are in basketball. It's about how they can market you and make money for that specific team. So I just saw it. I seen it personally. I seen it up close and personally what it is. You know, it's sad because it's gonna be maybe 5-6 years before the WNBA really, really levels out with more teams. You know what I'm saying? Like they just definitely need more teams, and then you'll start seeing a different side of basketball where girls that wasn't marketed are going to blow up. They're going to blow up because they're not going to be able to keep them out the league anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to be able to play on the team and they're going to be putting up major numbers, but they're not the ones that they're marketing. So that's when I truly think that's when the WNBA is going to change, when some of these underdog girls get a chance, get an opportunity to be on a roster, and then they get their opportunity to, like, one thing my daughter told me about in training camp is she has anxiety because she don't want to mess up. But it's a lot of them veterans, they don't care about messing up. They good. They don't, they can have a bad game. They ain't got to worry about nothing. They gonna still be on the team. So, when you got them rookies coming in and them girls straight out of college, that's a lot on them, man. Because they used to not having anxiety. They used to being able to be the same way as those veterans are. They can miss some shots and it's gonna be okay. But now they're going back into a situation where they know at least 8 or 9 of those girls. It don't matter if they have a bad preseason game or not. They on the roster.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a numbers crunch game, and it's sad that it's like that. And then even if you do outplay a vet, you still not gonna make the team.
Yeah. And that's what it looked like. It just looked like they trying to
Mm-hmm.
keep them
Yeah.
older girls, the older ladies in. And it's like, but that's not. You got to look at it like all those older women that was in the league. Nobody, like, I'm not knocking nobody game, but we wasn't paying attention to them. I didn't watch no NBA, no
We
WNBA
ain't
game
watching it.
until about last year. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, and then I'm more fascinated because I want to see the Zay Greens play. Like, I just want to see Zay Green in the WNBA and playing it. It is crazy. Like, I really don't know no old head. When y'all be talking about the old head, I be like, shit, I don't even know 'em. But
Yeah.
when you name all these younger girls, I'm like, oh yeah, she got potential to be nice.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
And it's
yeah.
like what Z said, like the marketable part, like you're cutting all the girls that are marketable. Every girl that I just named is marketable. Deja Kelly, Haley Jones, Zay Green.
But then,
Like,
but then you gotta say, not to cut you off, but then you gotta say, market to who? Because if I'm like a WNBA commissioner, I'm trying to market to two people,
mm-hmm.
two audience.
Yep.
If I'm gonna be honest, if I'm
Yep.
if I'm the older man who's gonna pay some money
Yep.
because they
Yep.
got the money,
Yep.
and that's what older men like younger women,
Yeah.
and I'm market to young girls because that's who they want to be.
Right.
Oh, I want to be like her. And all those young girls only care about Angel Reese and all those younger players. So it's like Paige Buckner, all them, like they care about the young players. So if I'm like the WNBA commissioner, I'm marketing it to those two audience right there. And it's like right now, they not marketing it to those two audience. I don't know who they trying to market to, but it
Yeah.
don't look like they trying to get the kids.
You said they not trying to get the kids.
Uh-uh.
Mm-hmm.
Like if
And
you
the
think about it,
and
if
the
they're trying to get
same
kids, they'll get younger girls in.
Yeah.
The
the
younger girls
same
are more.
and the same teams are gonna play for the championship every year.
Yep.
Yeah.
If
Yep.
y'all just look at it, the same team's gonna play for the championship every year because of how it's moved and rolled. So you can look forward to seeing the Aces, New York Liberty. You can look Indiana. They did a hell of a makeover with their roster. And then you look at Seattle. Seattle did a hell of a makeover with their roster as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got Minnesota. Them are the teams that you're gonna see in the finals. Or
Right.
that's what you're gonna see in the finals.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
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 I mean,
That's my biggest thing. But like, go back to what Trey was saying. Like, who are you marketing to? Like, because like I said, they talk about all this money that they're making. They created a new team this year. They're supposed to be creating one next year. So it's just kind of like, where is this money going that y'all talking about y'all got? Like, You know what I'm saying? Like Z said, you said it should be 15 on the roster. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, I just think the WNBA need to do some more marketing on that thing. Like even on the Instagram, like Twitter, like the ads and stuff, like you don't really see they stuff like the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Like the NBA, you see them on every other story. You know what I'm saying? Or you'll see a post about the NBA players. You don't really see nothing about the WNBA like that. So I don't think they're trying to market the WNBA like that. Like to be honest, like I think they're doing just enough just because they gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think they're overly doing it like the NBA, NFL, like the men's
40.
sports basically.
Y'all tell me this: 44 games in 2.5 months.
That's how long the season is.
44 games in 2.5 months. Then the playoffs start.
Is that a lot? That's a lot. Ain't it?
40.
That's third.
Yeah,
What?
that's a lot of games.
That's
That's a
That's a
lot of
lot.
games. That's a lot.
Like,
That's a lot of games in two and a
yeah,
half
like what?
months.
3 games a week, ain't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's 3 games
yeah,
a week. That's a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of.
At,
So
at,
you
at
telling
the
me 12
at the highest level, that's a lot. 3 games a week, that's a lot.
and you flying
Yeah.
here, landing there, playing there. You know, it ain't like you landing a couple of days and resting. No, you going right back in the battle. So having 12 on the roster, you know how many injuries gonna come
Yeah.
with that much basketball gonna be played. So that's what shocked me about a pro league not having 15 and just only having 12. So that showed me the number crunching and money that they trying to stop from having to pay.
Mm. And didn't they add more games? They added more games, right? Because
Yeah,
it used to be like 30 something, right?
yeah. Now it's 44.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And they gonna keep adding. Watch. They gonna
I
keep
don't think they
adding.
ain't got room to add though, because the
But
NBA.
watch.
What? When does the WNBA stop in what? August,
Uh, July. I want to say July.
July?
Yeah.
Well,
Or,
they'll
or
probably
the
push
or the
it to.
very the very first of August. Maybe it might go in the first week of
Yeah, I'm about to
August.
say it probably
Yeah, yeah,
if
yeah.
they do add because you know well the NBA don't start till November, so well October, November training camp and stuff. So yeah, I mean maybe that's I guess that may be what it takes. I guess like stretching it out. I mean getting that TV time, getting the money, but
nah,
yeah.
cause we seeing you 3 times a week, you become nobody want to see you that much.
Mm,
Nobody trying to watch you play 3 times a week like
true.
that. Like I think it's better if you like, hey, we gotta wait a whole another week before we get to watch them play. It's more exciting. Like you watch how they do these TV series. They not dropping 3 episodes. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? A week.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's just more. Oh, we can't wait to see this matchup. But if
Mm-hmm.
it's they done played Monday, and like he's saying, like if they play Monday, then they gotta fly out and play Tuesday or Wednesday. It's like, dang, they didn't rest. So are they really playing like on 100%?
Mm-hmm. Now that makes sense. That makes sense. Do y'all ever think so? Rashad McCant made this comment. Do y'all ever think somebody would score 81 in a game again?
No,
You
I
know,
think
not
most of them dudes could do it.
I think we had 71 twice.
You got to think Kobe didn't pass the ball.
Listen, man, do you need college coaches on you early, late? It doesn't matter. I'm Coming University got everything for you. Posted twice a month, 16 plus thousand followers, 450 plus coaches every month. And we just dropped the app. I'm Coming University got his own app, own platform where we got every access to every coach in America, D1, D2, NAIA, JUCO. It don't matter what level you want to go to and what level are you good enough for at the end of the day. Book a call in the description and let's get you seen and let's get you.
So if most of them dudes wanted to go do that, I think they could do it. Most of them.
well. Kobe
Durant,
did, but hold on.
I think
Kobe did it in an era. Kobe did it in an era where you got touched.
yeah.
Yeah, Final
That's what
Four.
I'm
Y'all
saying.
feel what I'm saying?
But now it'll be easier if you took Kevin Durant and told him, hey, just go out there and score how many, just go score. Don't pass it. Go do what you want. They not really playing too hard of the defense like I think most dudes could do it. They don't. But look, it's a mindset
I'm about
to
to,
do it because Kobe
yeah,
Kobe
about to
played with
say,
that mindset. Like, hey, I'm not passing you the ball. You already know this.
yeah,
Like, don't even
But
expect it.
but still, y'all taking away how physical it was when he did the 81. You can't touch nobody no more in the league. So yes, it's very doable. It's very doable for somebody like maybe Spider Mitchell, Cleveland, Anthony Edwards could probably do it. I'm trying to name some of the guys that I think that could do it in this era right here. Joker might be able to do
nah,
it. Uh,
I don't think he can do it.
Man, he doing 40, he doing 50 and 30. Come on, man, he can do 81.
I
If
don't
he,
know. I don't
yeah,
know.
If,
yeah,
I don't feel,
if he
I
don't
don't.
pass the ball, yeah, probably.
I was about to say he too much of a basketball player to just
Yeah.
be like, I'm gonna go get this 81. Like,
yeah. I mean, it's some guys that I feel
Jason
like they
Tatum
could do it.
could do it.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
he could do it. But you got to think, because I agree with you, Z. It was harder for Kobe to do it, but now it's not as physical. It's not. It's not. It's more spread it out. It's bro. I think them boys could do it. Like, but they so nice. Like they don't
But
got
I
that
know
mindset.
I don't think McCants could do it
Oh no.
ever. No,
yeah, I
no,
don't know
no,
what
no,
he's talking about,
no,
man. Yeah,
no.
he's talking
Mm.
about, yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, but
Oh, yeah.
he's just a ratings guy. He gets the ratings up. He get
Mm-hmm.
everybody all he know how to do stuff to make everybody get all
Yeah.
like yeah. He just one of them dudes like that. But it could be doable in the day and era of this NBA because just they're not able to be physical no more. They're not able to get tough and bow you in the face
Yeah.
and you getting kicked out of the game now for a little bit of nothing. And flagrant twos come like it ain't nothing now.
And
And we be go
I
ahead.
would say that. I would say this. Now that if somebody was trying it, the other team would encourage it.
Yeah.
They were like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead, go get your 80,
Yeah.
boy."
Yeah.
Like that's how friendly these dudes are nowadays. Like
Yeah.
they super friendly. So
So who would be your top five that can get 81?
Ant-Man for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I actually think he could get it, just the way
Yeah.
Yeah.
his
I
mentality
said his
was.
name.
So
I said his name.
yeah.
And I think KD and them are that age now to still do this stuff. They can't do it no more. They're just too old. They too old. KD. I
Yeah.
can't get a prime KD, a prime KD, a prime Kyrie. They can go get 81.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they go get
Luca,
81. But
Mm.
the
Luca could
age,
go get one.
yeah, Luca
You said who?
go get 81. Luca,
Luca? Yeah.
yeah, he can get 81. He can get 81. Yeah,
Trey
I put
Young,
him
I say
that.
Trey Young could get one.
Mm.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
boy different,
He hit
man.
a lot of
Mm.
if he hit a lot of threes. If he start hitting all them threes, man, yeah, it'll be a high volume 3-point game. He get 81.
Yeah.
Feel what I'm saying?
3 point.
It'll be
Yeah.
a
Everybody say
high
3 point.
volume. It'll be a high volume 3-point game.
Who will?
No, you think he still do it right now?
Y'all think Jalen Brunson can get it?
Bro, I was thinking that. I swear I was just
I was
about to
thinking
say, I
Jalen
was like,
Brunson?
that
he,
he might.
he could push it for it. If he don't pass the ball, yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I,
Z, you breaking up?
you know. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
All right. Yeah. I said, yeah, Brunson will be my pick too. Yeah, I think he could do it.
Yeah.
Jalen. Yeah, Jalen nice.
Yeah. Y'all think Jalen Brown could do it?
Nah,
Nah.
nah.
Uh,
I think his mentality better than Jason Tatum though.
But I think it's easier for him because he played besides Jason. And don't get me wrong, Jalen Brown is a dog. He a killer.
Yeah.
But you got Jason Tatum and all them other boys around you like that. It make it a little bit easier. I
what
don't
about
think he's just one of those players to go get 81 though. 81?
what about
Nah,
what about Ja Morant?
Nah.
nah,
Mm-mm.
nah.
Mm-mm.
You don't,
He
you
don't
don't
shoot the
think Ja
ball.
Morant can get it?
He don't shoot the ball well enough.
Yeah.
He
He,
don't shoot the ball well enough.
and
You go.
you can scheme against him not to get 80. You
Yeah.
can't scheme to stop him, but you can scheme for he not to get 81. Like, nah, we
Yeah.
can let you score that shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Like I don't think. I don't think he shoots the ball. I feel like you at least gotta be able to make what? How many Kobe made? About 15 threes, something like that, 14, something like that. He made like a double digit amount of threes, so you gotta be able to hoist them mugs up. So you gotta have some legs.
Yeah.
You gotta have some legs. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just get to the rim for 81.
Yeah, that's gonna
Like
be a hard
that's a
81.
hard 81. That's a hard. You gotta be able to. Yeah, you gotta get some threes up in that thing, but and you
How
gotta
many did they? How, how many did David Robinson score to get the scoring title that year in that game?
did he score the 71? I think it was 72.
It was in the 70s. I
Yeah,
know that. I know it was.
yeah. It was
But
either, I think it was like 70. I think it was 70 or 72, something like that. I think it was an even number. But yeah,
that's a lot. That's a lot of points for a big man
Yeah.
yeah,
that
yeah.
don't shoot threes.
Yeah.
That didn't shoot no threes. So you telling me Joker can't get 81.
That's tough. Hey,
I,
that's a good
with
point.
him, I think he could, but I just think his mind frame wouldn't allow
Yeah,
him to.
yeah.
But if he was like, hey, fuck it, I'm not passing none of you about the ball no more. Yeah, yeah. But
I don't
I think
know,
like
bro.
Ed said, he played great basketball. So
Yeah,
like I if he wanted to, he could for sure. But I just don't think his mindset is like, forget everybody, go get a
Well,
yeah,
rebound. Like,
yeah,
yeah,
y'all didn't say nothing about Shea. Y'all didn't say nothing about Shea. Can Shea go get 81?
yeah, for sure.
yeah. Shay could go
That boy
get it.
different. Boy, that boy
Shay,
different. Hey,
yeah.
hey,
Shay could go get. Shay could go
I
get
love
81.
that dude. I've never watched nobody play so poised before. Like he just so
Yeah,
like, I'm
yeah,
here.
Yeah.
I don't care where you at. I'm here. Like it's crazy, dog.
Do y'all
Crazy. I
yeah.
think
think he?
yeah.
Do y'all think he'll win a championship though? Doing playing that way?
If they don't
You know,
win one this year, no.
everybody says Oklahoma needs a point guard.
Yeah. Do y'all
That's
do
what
y'all
everybody says.
do y'all feel like he's the new James Harden?
I would put him in that category,
He's a new
but
James instant
I
offense.
think I think I think he better
Yeah,
though.
I'm about to
I think he better.
say, I think he way better.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I think he
I think he
better.
way better.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think he better.
Yeah,
I can't give you that one.
I think he better.
Yeah.
Mm. Bro, James Harden was getting 60 points, triple doubles.
But who's more efficient?
James Harden.
How? Why do you say that?
Look at his percentages.
Nah.
What? And
I
he was
look I look at Shay like he ain't wasting too much energy. He ain't doing too much.
James Harden
It's
had 3 moves when he was with the Houston Rockets.
man,
Swing
I
tween
never
side step, get to the rim, drive in, left floater, and he passing it. What?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
What?
I don't know it. I don't know.
Shane,
Shay,
Shane, I ain't gonna say he not close, but he not better than James.
you don't think so?
Nah,
I don't know.
mm-mm.
I
They
don't
both
know.
don't play defense here. So they both don't play defense. So I'm gonna take
But
somebody that's gonna give me at least he give me some rebounds, he give me some assists, and he gonna give me some points.
so let me ask you: if Shea win a championship, does that make him better than James Harden?
Ooh, who Oklahoma got the better team though. If you play,
Man,
if you li-
bro, that man
if you
done been
line
on
up,
that man done been on 5 different dynasties
true, true, true,
and ain't
true,
won one yet
true,
with
true.
major superstars.
Who was his best team? The Clippers? No, the Rockets. Nah. Who was his best team? The Rockets, right? That was when he was.
He was on the best team he was on was Brooklyn with KD and
But
Kyrie.
they wasn't healthy though, so you can't really count
I,
them.
yeah, so Houston was his best years.
Yeah, I would say Philly was a good team for him. Philly was, I think, probably his best team. He had a
That
big.
man done played on every NBA team and ain't won a championship. And
Listen, man.
and say, hey, and say he cold.
Hey, he cold.
Hey, he
He
beat
cold.
himself though. He's like, we all know he wasn't gonna win.
But that's what I'm saying though. I feel like Shay is with a bunch of people that's hungry. Like I don't feel like James Harden was with a lot of people that was hungry. Like if I look at if I look at his roster, like I couldn't say like, oh, they hungry. Well, you could see what OKC played. Them boys hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like even though they let Shay do whatever he want, they let him get loose or whatever. But like I just feel like James is better. He just bring more to the table. That's just me. I just feel like James. I feel like James bring more to the table though. But yeah.
I don't know.
No, I was just saying. Last topic, man, is live period. Z, you headed to live period with your boy. The second, was this the first live period for the boys, right?
Yeah, first live period for the boys. They got rid of
What's
April Live. They got rid of April Live.
So do they still have 4 live periods?
Yeah.
So when's they next one?
It's May, and then it's 3 now. Just 3 now. No, they got one during the high school. Remember they got one
The
the
TABC.
TABC. Yeah. So that's their 4th one.
Okay.
That's their 4th.
Okay.
Yes. So they got 3 in the summer and 1 during the school year.
Got you. Okay. Okay.
That last summer tournament.
Yep.
Well, it's kind of summer and going into the school year.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. What advice are you giving your son? Like what you telling him? This is last ride.
Yeah, this is last summer. You got to play hard. You got to play basketball the right way. Don't be out here trying to just go for yours. Them college coaches ain't looking for that. Just go out here and play basketball the right way. Make winning plays. Just play hard.
Mm-hmm.
I think playing hard.
Boy, that airport ain't no joke, boy.
Yeah, he out of there.
You done?
Can you hear him?
I can't hear him. I don't know if
I had muted my phone. Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you now.
So what?
What you had said now? Repeat what you had said.
No, I was just saying in general, as I was saying, just playing hard, man. I think a lot of these kids don't go out here and play hard in front of these college coaches.
Mm-hmm.
They want to see you compete, man. They want to see you compete, and a lot of these kids don't go and compete like they supposed to, and that's what they're really looking for. They ain't counting how many times you missed, all that stuff. They don't even care who win the game.
No,
they really don't.
Yeah, they don't really care. No, they don't care. I talked to a
couple of coaches. No.
I don't even be caring. I be trying to find players. I don't even care. I do want to see a good game though, but I don't care who win. Yeah, I don't care who win.
I know they don't care. Go ahead.
Where you gonna be at, Ed? Who you watching this week?
I'm gonna be in Houston.
Okay.
Yeah. At the class.
And see y'all Under Armour?
Yeah.
Under Armour?
Yeah. We first stop is in Cincinnati, and then the second one is in Chicago, and the second one is in Atlanta, and the last one is in Chicago.
Gotcha.
Yep. But I think just a word to wisdom for all these kids that's going into the battle starting Friday is just to be sharp, like to be sharp on the court. Like they want to see you make great decisions. Like if it's a girl wide open and you do got an open shot, but you made that extra pass, they're gonna be looking at stuff like that, man. They're gonna be looking at you diving on the ball. If you get an opportunity to play against one of them top tier players, hey man, hey, it's time to make them circle your name. Time to make them circle your name. So, I don't think kids understand when they walk in the gym and see all them college coaches. They there to see somebody, but they can see you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think enough kids take advantage of that. They don't take advantage of what's in the gym. Like they here to see somebody, but now they finna see me.
Right.
And when I was in high school and we got to go to Vegas, I got to play against Chris Webber, Jalen Rose, and Juwan Howard. And man, it was how many college coaches was in there.
Right.
Y'all already know what it looked like. and that's when I blew up. I made sure that they all saw me. Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That you gotta seize the moment in the opportunities like that. And I don't think enough kids understand that. They just out there cooling it, and they letting that kid just do what they want to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I literally was thinking about that this morning when I was at the gym. I'm just like, bro, like I think what I had said something. Uh, uh like like the kids, like they'll go to the event, and it's just kind of like they just there, like when you line up against that one,
yeah,
I don't care how you gotta get it,
yeah,
you better get it.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But I think you gotta have that mindset. Like I don't think you could just flip that flip. Like you gotta be prepared and working before you get to that moment.
Yep.
Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like I look at Trey been working with Kennedy. Like I just see like the work, the confidence in her. Like you know what I'm saying, just growing. Like the work is the work. You know what I'm saying. Like
Yeah, yeah,
the work is the work. I think the ability to be disciplined, get in the gym, stay in the gym, and be prepared for these moments. Like you can't be in the gym 2 days a week and expect to go to live
nah,
period and come out with
mm-mm,
something. You know what I'm saying? Like it's got to be 5, maybe 6 days a week type thing. And
yeah,
do it got to be like crazy hard? Nah, like, but you got to be in the gym working efficiently.
And
yeah.
that's what
Consistent work, consistent
and
work.
that's what I told Kenny when she first came to me. I said, because she came to me like right before they season was starting, like what, early April or whatever. And I was like, man, look, this is what we're gonna do. We gotta get in shape. Cause I look at it like if you're not in shape, like you're not in the shape, you're not ready to go play no live period. Then I said,
Mm-hmm.
hey, we gotta shoot. Cause if you're not like I look at it like kids maybe will shoot maybe 100 threes, maybe
Yep.
a week, and then come to live period and believe they about to just have a good shooting. Or, you get a lot of people be like, I play Friday, so let me wake up early in the morning on a Friday to get
Yep.
shots up,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying, before my game and say I'm ready. But like you saying, that's preparation take
Yeah.
months. Like
Yeah.
you got to be prepared months before this live period, and you got to be in this game. You got to have them reps, and then the day before, you don't got to go wake up early, or the day of the game, you ain't got to wake up early in the morning to go get 300
That's
shots up,
tough.
and then
Yep.
by the time you play, you burnt out.
Yep.
But like you saying, it's just preparation. Like not even just the reps physically, the reps
Mentally.
mentally. I done shot this shot so many times, or I done did this stuff so many times. Now I'm in this live period. I'm ready to play.
Mm-hmm.
But I say a lot
I
of
don't,
kids
I don't
not ready
know,
to
I don't
play.
know. Yeah, I don't know if you saw that video I did of Lil Z working out,
Mm-hmm.
him working out, doing the same move that he did in the game. You do the move over and over again, it becomes a habit.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It becomes an instinct and a habit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think enough kids do. First of all, I don't think they work out hard enough
Right.
to do the things they want to do in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So like say for instance, you running and shooting, like you just been standing there shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Now in the game, you running full speed, and you catching that ball, and you can't find your rhythm because you ain't been doing
Mm-hmm.
that. You ain't been practicing
Mm-hmm.
like that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And so you looking at everybody in the stands like, why I can't make a shot? But this is why you can't make a
Yeah.
shot because you weren't working out like that. You know, I watched Trey work an old girl out early in the mornings and stuff like that. She running the half court, coming back, shooting. She running, and that's the kind of stuff that you got to do to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
When you get into a situation like this in front of live,
Mhm.
the training has to look like the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to match. It has to
Yeah.
match. I always ask kids questions like on your high school coach, what side of the floor are you on? Like where do you catch the ball at a lot? Like I
Mm-hmm.
ask them questions like that because those are your sweet spots that you
Yep.
really want to work in, that you really want to work in.
Right.
And I don't think enough people understand that.
Right. And then that go back to like now let's talk about like trainers and I used to be this way before I learned like if you start watching the NBA, most of them dudes go to that same spot. They not
Yep.
shooting all around the court.
Yeah.
They going
Yep.
to
Yeah.
this one spot. All right, this is my spot. If I can't get
Yeah.
there, I'm getting here. They not going if they not a corner worker. You don't see Kevin Durant in the corner a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Getting busy in his bag. He might shoot a corner three, but he ain't in his bag in that corner. So you start looking at it like, and that's what I tell like everybody I train like, you got to know where your spot's at.
Yeah.
I know if I'm playing, I can't go right and pull up, right? But I can go left and do a pull up jump shot. It's just different. I like you gotta know your games. So if we
Hmm.
do this, we gonna figure this out. I'm not gonna make you shoot around the whole court
Yeah.
because it's not where your game at right
Right.
now. You know,
Yeah.
like a lot of people
I,
don't know. A lot of kids don't know their game like that either.
yeah. And, as a trainer going to watch them play, I can leave. I can watch one quarter and then leave. Like I know what I need to work on with. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right,
if they playing a lot. Now the kids that don't get in as much, that's different. But I'm talking about one of the ones that you're gonna go to the game, they start and they're gonna be in the game a whole lot. I
right,
don't have to stay. I don't have to stay for the whole game. I can go peep in and be like, oh, okay, all right,
right,
all right. I need to get you more aggressive on this left side. You won't go left at all. You everything right handed. So
Have you ever had the best socks in the world? Nope, you ain't. You don't know why you lying like that. Listen, ASG socks is the best socks in the world. Comfortable, snug fit, and you don't need to double sock them. Listen, the socks that the pros wear, these are ASG socks. Listen, man, buy two, get one free, plus free shipping. Less than 50 bucks, man. Use code I'm coming to get these socks. Get these socks today. Stop playing.
I think that's important as well as a trainer to try to go see, them in some action
right,
to where you can put a plan together for them to get better. Like their weaknesses now. I know what you're weak at. I don't think enough kids work out on their weaknesses
right,
enough. A trainer can get you in the gym and make you look good on video all day long because they know your strengths.
right,
Right.
So they're doing everything that you're good at. But what about when you go do this and you fumbling that ball and
Yep.
kicking con?
Yep.
I just think that's big on kids understanding that they haven't arrived.
right,
So you can make them look like they think they
right,
arrived, and they haven't yet.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's important as well.
And then I tell like as a trainer, I'll be like, a lot of people like you saying, see, like a lot of people don't know. Okay, I might be able to go right and do a right hand layup, but I might be weak and going right and doing a right pull up jump shot.
Right.
But I'm weak going left with left hand layups, but I can go strong and do a left hand pull up.
Pull up.
And I start picking a game. I'm like, all right, this is why you can't go left and do a pull up jump shot. And we start working on that footwork. I'm like, all right, now we got to fix that footwork. But now it's like, okay, I can do left hand pull ups. And I'm like, all right, this is why you don't ever make left hand layups. You jumping off the wrong foot, or even if you jump off the wrong foot, the ball too low off the backboard. Let's
Right.
start learning how to put that ball higher off the backboard. Like Z saying, like once you realize your weaknesses, we master those weaknesses, but you take those strengths and say, all right, I see you real good at doing a pull up jump shot going right. So every move we make now is gonna be based to this right hand pull up jump shot. So we might fake left, but we know we get into this right hand pull up
Yep.
jump shot. Like so like you take a Kennedy, she know, hey, this is my game. But now it's like those morning workouts, I'm like, all right, it's time to work on those weaknesses. You don't like going left. Like you strong, like Kennedy, I say you strong going left, but you ain't doing no pull up jump shots going left. It's time to do some pull up jump shots going left. I'm
We're
like, you
about to
strong going
we
left.
we're about the board, fellas. So I'm gonna hit y'all up. I see y'all. I'll be hitting y'all up. Y'all know I will.
All right
Okay.
now.
All right, boy.
Hey,
Yes,
and I just
sir.
All
want to
right.
say I appreciate them prayers in the morning too. I want to highlight that on live.
Oh yeah.
Already,
That's
boy.
major. I appreciate it. Yes,
Already,
sir.
man.
Yes, sir.
All right, boy. All right.
All right now. But you go ahead and
What you about?
finish.
Oh, so I'm just like, yeah, I can just teaching her game, like, because we analyze, as trainers, we
Yeah.
analyze it, like I'm watching her play, I'll watch her film, I'm like, oh, she dominant, or she can go right, she go right, do a spin move, and then it's like on that left side, you're not really comfortable, so let's start working on this. So we spent a whole hour on left side, just, we ain't doing, it's like, nah, what we need for this left side, like, that's all we need right now. So a lot of kids need to learn, like, all right, I'm dominant going left like this, or I'm dominant going right, or I like, kids love doing step backs, and I'm like, okay, you want to do a step back, but which way do you do your
Step
step backs?
back. Yeah.
Because you ain't doing you look at James Harden. James Harden never did a step back going right.
Yeah.
All his step backs was on the left side.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people don't see their game like that. Like a lot of people don't understand it's a game. Like right now, Ed, you know your game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I can watch you, I can be like, all right, first time you might bust my ass, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then after 2 times, I'm like, okay, this is what he like to do. This is what he like. If he driving, if he going right, he got to get inside your body. He got to get
Mm-hmm.
inside my body. But if he going left, he going wide.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you start analyzing it, but a lot of kids don't realize that about their own game. When I go left, I go wide. That's why I can't get to that goal.
Right.
But when I go right, I'm strong going right. And I be trying to tell kids, like, watch your game. Go watch film and watch your game. Watch your weaknesses. Watch what you don't do right, and then watch what you do right. And
Mm-hmm.
master both of them, so.
Yeah. And I just think like even just going back to the layup point, like you saying, like I feel like layups is like I think kids go into workouts with their focus level down. Like they don't walk in the gym and be like, oh, I'm finna get this work in today. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think they wait till like the middle of the workout. They done got warmed up. They done did a couple things. Now they trying to
Right.
focus. Like, you already behind. You know what I'm saying? You got to walk in the gym, put your phone down, get your shoes. Like, even the girl that I was training, like, you walk in the gym, you moving slow.
Yeah.
Like, you should be
Yeah.
excited to
Yeah.
do, like, you should come in. I'm gonna get my shoes on. Hey, what's good? Like, I already know my routine. Let's get started. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like a lot of kids walk in the gym and really be focused. Like they focus. Like I used to watch this video all the time with Floyd Mayweather. He was like, man, as soon as I walk in the gym, I'm laser focused. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I always took that with me, even when I go work out on my own. Like, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about what's going on in your life. Like, if you're going through something, don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't come talk to
Yeah.
me. Like, I'm working out. Like, I want to get better. Like, I
Yeah.
want to be focused. Like, that's my meditation. That's my time with God or whatever. Like, but I don't feel like a lot of people go in the gym and they locked in for that hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever they in the gym for. They don't walk in the gym prepared like, oh, I'm finna get this work. This is
Yeah.
time for me to get better. I think people go in the gym when they go to change, like, oh yeah, how you was doing today, and talk about your day and talk about that. Like, that's not the time for that. Like, that's the time. You can talk about that after the workout. We can talk about that after the workout. Or we could talk about that probably while you getting ready or something. But like during the workout, like let's lock in on this
Right.
workout and let's get better. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I feel like a lot of kids don't know how to zone in on their actual
Right.
craft when
Right.
they actually walk in the gym.
Well,
So I think that helps with live period as well.
Well, what I learned too, everybody is different. Some people you gotta let them walk in and not move slow and not be focused. But some people operate better when you say, "Hey, how was your day today? Did you have a good day?" Like before that workout, because you gotta think everybody different. You might have that mindset where you can get out there and get right to work. But some people gotta have that. Hey, let's build a rapport with each other
I'm cool.
first. Like
I would ask how you was doing, but let's get this work.
yeah, yeah.
I'm not
But no,
gonna
I'm
have
saying
I'm not because that one sentence can turn into 30 minutes, 20 minutes.
right.
You know what I'm saying? And it don't need to be that. It needs to be, hey, how you doing? Let's get this work.
Because
If you
look,
want to talk about
I give you
something
an
after the
example.
work, if you want to talk about something after the workout, then we could do. That's the time to do
Yeah,
that. You feel what I'm
I give you an
saying?
example. I got this little girl named Mira. I love her. I've been training her for a while, a
Mm-hmm.
minute, and she works so hard. She
Yeah.
goes so hard, and her dad pushes her.
Yeah.
Right, so she come in and she get her shoes on, she ready, but before she stretch, and I know this about because I've been training her. Before
Mm-hmm.
she stretch, she got to get some shots up. She got to do some form shoes.
Before she stretched.
Yeah, no, but look, this because she got to feel that game. She got to do it betweens. She got to feel it. So I let her do her thing. Like she come in, she get to feeling that ball, do her some form shooting, throw the ball up, play around for 2, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. I was like, all right, now let's stretch. Now she gets stretched, but as she stretch, I'm like, yeah, how was your day? And she tell me, man, I'm just Boom. And I'm like, all right, you ready to get started? She's like, I'm ready to get started. And like we say, you only going hard for 45 minutes, 50 minutes. That warm-up time, I'm giving you that grace period. She get her form shooting in, but she go hard 45 minutes, 50 minutes. She going hard. I'm talking about I can make her go full court, shooting 3-pointers. Full court. Every time she shoots, she running full court, down and back. Like, and she go 8 in a row, 10 in a row. Best shooter I ever trained. Like, tired, gas, but she can go hard. Like, but that's what I'm saying. A lot of people are different. You go take another little girl or another little boy, and they don't want to talk to you. They don't want to. They don't want you asking them how they day was. They just want to get busy. All
But
right,
I
coach.
think
All right, coach. Stop
pushing.
talking.
I think that's pushing people to the out of their comfort zone. Like, yeah. So say for instance, the girl comes in, right, and you know she do this warm up. It's kind of like, okay, putting her focus into like this is what she want to do, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like come in. We can kind of communicate throughout the warm up. You know what I'm saying? Because you just stretching, you getting your body loose. You know what I'm saying? But like, let's say the kid that you said that don't want to talk, like maybe they have like some antisocial thing, but you need to they need to break that. You know what I'm saying? Like in order to like grow in life, you know what I'm saying? Like you have to build conversation with people. So it's like, okay, I know they don't want to talk, but like, hey, how your day was
But
going? You know what I'm saying? Da,
but
da, da.
those type of people might want to talk after, cause it's like you. Like, talk to me after.
Yeah.
Cause I'm not saying they don't want to talk. Just
Okay.
talk cause you gotta look like you're saying. Like you go take you look at this, and this could be the way you vent.
Mm-hmm.
You go hard the way you vent. I play basketball. I vent through basketball, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like not over express myself, but
Right, right.
like to myself, it's like therapy. But then
Mm-hmm.
some people be like, all right, this is a workout. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is a
Yeah.
workout. So it's everybody's different. So that person that don't want to talk, they're like, hey, you gonna feel me through this workout.
Yeah.
You gonna feel my pain. You gonna feel my frustration. You gonna ask me what's wrong through this workout. After
Yeah.
that, I'll let you know what's going on. But right now, I'm just trying to get busy. Don't talk to me right now. You know. So, like I say, everybody different. When you train, and you just gotta find like everybody like point like. And I'm learning that a lot from
Mm-hmm.
kids. Like some kids just want to work, and some kids don't want to work at all.
Right.
But you can motivate them and be like, hey, how was your day? Give me before they do anything. Hey, give me a high five. I start giving the kids high five
Mm-hmm.
before training session, and they be locked in way more. Cause it's like, all right, let's go, let's get going. All right. Or I ask you how your day. You know, they get to talking,
Yeah.
and you know we time
Right.
managers, so we gotta
Right.
manage time. So I had a little girl talking to me, and she just talking to me. I'm not really paying attention to what she's saying. She just talking about
Yeah.
30 different stuff. I give her about 1 minute, 2 minutes. Are you ready to get started? Let's get
Yeah.
going. You know, all right, and she happy. She get
Mm-hmm.
going, and she go hard.
Yeah.
So everybody's different, and but I get what you're saying. Like the focus, you got to know your focus. Now, if you coming in dragging, or you coming in playing around,
Mm-hmm.
or you on your phone, you're not focused.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What I'm talking about is like the conversation or the build up to the workout. What
Mm-hmm.
are you doing? What they say, the preparation, the how are you preparing before the workout, or your approach to the game? Like if your approach is coming in slow, you gotta like you know what I hate the
Yeah.
most? You come in right on time or you come in late, then you come in and sit down. You sit
Bro. Yes.
down.
Yes,
You
bro.
hey,
Yes.
stand up and put your shoes on. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Don't
Yeah.
sit down and tie your
Show some
shoes.
sense of urgency. Like
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Like they drive me crazy. Or
Yeah.
when
But
they stretch, you know, they come in and they sit down and stretch.
mm-hmm.
I'm like, you about to work out. Why are you sitting down and stretching?
Right. Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
moving, warm up, do some jumping jacks. I'm like, warm up. Why are you sitting
Yeah.
down?
Yeah. I think like because you gotta think a lot of these kids coming from school, so it's hard to I don't know, I ain't gonna say it's hard because yeah, I come from thing like I don't know, bro. I just feel like it's just a mental aspect, and I feel like that's why kids struggle with the mental part of the game because they can't come in the gym and lock in. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you have to have that lock in mode. Like everybody, no matter your personality, you have to have a lock in mode. Whatever that lock in mode looks like, you got to have a lock-in mode. You know what I'm saying? Where you just locked in on detail, like, what
Yeah,
you say, coach? Oh, yeah, I'm going to get this right. You know what I'm
I
saying? Like,
agree. I
yeah,
agree. But that's only 2% of basketball players. Everybody not gonna be like that. Everybody, but that's why what we say. Everybody not elite basketball players.
true. Yeah.
That's why everybody not going D1. Everybody not going to
But
college.
I don't feel
Everybody
like,
don't play 4 years of high school varsity basketball. 3 years of high school varsity
true.
basketball. 2 years of high school varsity. Like that stuff. You start the ones who we talking about that does that. You start being like, all right, your career is limited. You know it.
But
Like
not even basketball, though. So let's say, for instance, they just doing this to get through high school. They know they're not going to college. This applies to after life. You know what I'm saying? This applies to after sports, after basketball. You able to go into a job and you got deadlines to meet, or you trying to move up. Like, that is like being able to lock in, bro. That's bigger than basketball. I can go to any field. Like, even today, like, I know I got videos to do. I have a mode to where I can lock in for however many hours I need to lock in and get work done. You know what I'm saying? Like, as entrepreneurs, like, it's self-discipline basically. You know what
right.
I'm saying? Like, it's time management. So you have to have a mode to where you lock in and you getting stuff done. So I feel like regardless if you go play sports after this or you go do whatever, like, it applies to every aspect of life, being able to have a lock-in mode or being able to focus. So I think, like, the focus that I guess what I'm talking about, yes, I'm applying it to basketball, but I think it applies, like, outside of basketball, sports in general.
Most
You know
definitely.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah. I get that. But then that also go back to saying like that's your passion. So when you doing what you love, it's easy to lock in. Them kids be locked in on making TikTok dances. Them kids be locked in on being in each other's faces, gossiping. Them
mm-hmm.
kids be locked in on drama. Them kids be locked in on cooking, on whatever they like to
Right,
do.
yeah.
It's I always say like, and that's why I'm learning now that you can't treat everybody like they elite.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
treat everybody
Yeah.
like they elite because everybody not elite, especially in
Mm-hmm.
that basketball world. Like a lot of kids not gonna come to basketball and lock in because
Mm-hmm.
that's not what they love to do.
Mm-hmm.
But you put
Mm-hmm.
that same kid that like to draw and you go put them in a drawing museum or whatever, they'll be fascinated. They will be locked in.
Mm-hmm.
Like you go take a kid that loves soccer and you go put them in basketball, they not gonna lock in basketball, but in soccer, you be like, oh, this is a whole different
Yeah.
kid. You like, all right, that's probably what that kid like.
Yeah.
And like I say, you gotta always like find what them kids lock into what they love.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
it might be a video game. Hey, that's what they
Yeah.
love. You
Yeah.
know? Like,
Mm-hmm.
because think about it, you see them kids can't lock in on basketball, but they go lock in on 4 or 5 hours, Fortnite. It could be 3 in the morning. They
Yeah.
locked in. They
Yeah.
locked in. Hey, you talking about they can't lock in, but when they start dating boyfriends and girlfriends, they on that phone and that conversation, locked in on that conversation.
That ain't locked in though,
What what
man.
what is it? That's focus. What is it? Focus? I'm focused. You focus on what
You
you.
just waste. I mean, I ain't gonna say you wasted time, but, like, you just have a conversation. That ain't. I don't feel like you locked
All
in.
right. So if we talking right now, and I'm like this, and you sit here talking to me, and I'm locked into our conversation.
Nah.
That mean what do you think I don't care about the conversation?
Yeah.
It's
True.
not. It's not on my. But now we talking about something I like. I'm like, yeah, Ed, yeah.
Yeah.
Cause you
Yeah.
start watching film with kids,
Mm.
and they be like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
then it's like, hey, watch this TikTok. They be like, oh,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
you go back to school. You remember it was a class. You was like, oh man, I just can't stay up in that
Yeah.
class. Every time I go to this class, I'm asleep. You know what I'm saying? Then you go to this one class and the teacher cool, it's fun, and you up the whole time.
Yeah.
You on a whiteboard drawing and you participating. It's you love. You was passionate about what you were learning.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and I look at it like that. People can lock in is on what they want to lock into. Like
Mm-hmm.
a lot, like people be like another thing. What's bad. In this generation, people would say, I'm bad with names.
Mm-hmm.
Like they be like, oh, like let's say we meet each other
Yeah.
and you tell me your name, right? and I meet you again, and I'm like, damn, what's your name again? I'm bad with names. That means I didn't care about you. I didn't care about who you was. I didn't care about who you was, and that's why people like me, you got all those kids, and and that they could come in that first 10 minutes,
Yeah.
and hey, what's your name? And then the next 5 minutes, I say, remind me your name one more time, and then the next day, I know their name forever. I'll never forget their name.
Yeah.
Because I'm big on, hey, you are important to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people be like, but that's just the focus. You care about what you care about, and you care about what you don't care about. You know, or you don't care about what you don't care about.
Yeah.
So people all that stuff be excuses, man. Like
Yeah.
people can lock in on everything. Like you can remember names, you can lock in, you can focus, but it's on what you really want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, we can end the show right there.
Yeah.
Shit. All right, man. Y'all ain't out. You ain't out nowhere this weekend, right? Y'all playing?
Nah. We out. I'm about to call you on some stuff, but I gotta tell you something. But
All right,
yeah,
bet.
we out. Yeah.
Yep.